concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Titans at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. A point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. You talk about this Titan defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. There you go.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
3rd and 19. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deontay Hardy back deep. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. The Browns drive about to get started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Defense blitz, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal, and this is going to be intercepted. Cooper on the through an opening, and there he goes. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. A run between the tackles with Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll look to throw again. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Gets it to Strong. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. 2nd and 3. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Check that, street. Check smash.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Panther Street. No. Alert 3. Go check. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game. 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
2nd and 4. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Anthony Jennings, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Browns send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Stays on his feet. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Rush in, rush in, rush. Hey, smash Bronco.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now back to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Trap 60, trap 60.
At 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. At 25 the mic.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Okay, break.
So Mike number one.
70, Timber Wolf.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This pass deep for Okonkwo. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Breida going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Check 26, check 26. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. The point after, good by Groupie. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So it's a win here for the Titans. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most. And they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Tennessee, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.